Hey, happy Monday, you guys. It's your girl V the Notary. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys had a great weekend. Your girl has been so busy. I think I told y'all that my daughter runs track and she had her finals this weekend for indoor track and it took up all my time. I am exhausted, but I'm here. I wanted to connect with you guys and talk to you guys and talk about something that's a little controversial. I'm sure the comments are going to go crazy, which y'all know I'm extra. But I know you guys are going to have some interesting opinions about what I'm about to get into. So I want to talk about, and again, this is just my very educated opinion on the lowest fees you should accept for the four most popular loan signings that you will see. Okay, so this is also, let me preface this is just for when you're getting offers from signing services. I'm not even talking about getting offers or any signings from title companies. I think I'm going to do a separate video on that so that you could kind of see the difference, what you should expect, etc. But I want to focus on the fees for the four most common types of loan signings that you will see, which are buyers packages, which is obviously when the home is being bought, sellers packages when the home is being sold, HELOC or home equity line of credit when you are borrowing from the equity within the home, and then when you are refinancing, which I think we're going to see a lot of refinances if these rates drop the way that we think they might. Okay. And then obviously when you're refinancing, the goal is to not only lower your interest rate, but lower your overall payment. Okay. So those are the four types of signings that are the most common. Obviously there's other types of loan signings. You know, you have reverse mortgages, you know, different types of signings, but most often you will see those four types of signings. Okay. Excuse me. Now, again, this is where the controversy comes in because, you know, whenever I do videos like this, I'm really a big advocate on notaries and loan signing agents ensuring that we don't accept scraps, because when we do, you're thinking, oh, you know, I'm going to take this. I need the money and all of that's fine. But you're not only affecting you and lowering your value and your worth, you're affecting the whole notary community. And that's why I continue to preach this and do videos, because what happens is, let's say ABC loan signing service, you know, they say, you know, the title company gave me $300 for this buyer's package, but let me see if I could get away with giving the loan signing agent $60. And then, you know, which is nuts. Like they get the 300 and then they offer $60 to the loan signing agent. And then when y'all accept that, they say, okay, well, we got away with it this time. Let's you know, try it again, or even we'll even try $50 next time, or 40 or whatever. And then it just continues to be a snowball effect where once y'all start accepting these really low offers, they feel like that is what they want to pay, and that's no good for any of us. And trust me, once you become a seasoned loan signing agent, you're going to get frustrated. All of that's great, kind of, you know, when you first get into the business and you're just trying to get the experience. But as you start going, I'm telling y'all, and I know y'all can relate, when I get low offers, I be rolling my eyes. I be like, come, y'all are tripping. And again, you know, I'm not gonna blast anybody. I really want to, you guys, because I just think it's egregious and it's crazy, some of these offers that come. But I have to blame you guys. Nobody specifically, but I blame the loan signing agents, because if we didn't accept them, they wouldn't offer it. So that's why I just want to drive home the importance of knowing your worth and sticking to it. And you know, if you notice, sometimes when them really low offers come out, I be proud of the people in the area that I live in, because sometimes it'll be a crazy offer and then 10 minutes later they're sending out another offer higher, which meant everybody looked at it like, we ain't taking that. You know what I mean? So we all have to work together. Like we gotta be like a union and look out for one another, because it's only going to help the business grow. Okay, so anyway, that's my little preaching for the moment. But again, in my opinion, this is what you guys should be accepting at the lowest for each one of these types of signings. So we'll start with probably the easiest and then go up to like the most difficult as it relates. And when I say difficult, most time consuming, the most, use of supplies and resources and all of that. So we'll start with home equity line of credit. Okay. Those signings tend to be pretty quick, pretty easy, pretty straightforward. Normally the client has kind of seen all the paperwork, which is always helpful when they've actually seen everything before they sign it. So that way, when you get there, it just goes a little smoother. They know the terms and conditions of what they're signing usually, and those tend to go pretty quick. If I were a loan signing agent, regardless of the area that, some of you may live in places where the cost of living is a little bit lower, to me, that shouldn't put much, credence or precedent on, what you accept. Because where I live, the cost of living is high. If you live in Missouri, it might be low. That doesn't mean that the work is any less easy. You know what I mean? So for home equity line of credit, I wouldn't accept an offer from a signing service that's less than $75, $80, okay? And I'm trying to lowball this, you guys. For me, I'm asking for more, but I know what a lot of you are going to say in the comments. So I'm kind of, this is the absolute lowest. Now, also, if it's a signing, let's just say you live in Houston and the signing's an hour away, you got to kind of do a cost benefit analysis on like, okay, is it really worth $75 if I have to drive an hour and an hour back? And in that instance, you might want to say, hey, I would like to ask for because I have to drive, I got to do this. And then if they're asking for witnesses and you have witnesses, they need to give you some more money. I don't tend to do witnesses because I just don't. I mean, I know a lot of notaries work together on that, which is great. I don't have time for that. Like, y'all, I don't have time for the witness thing. It depends on, usually in general notary, if there's a witness that's needed, I'll try to work that out. But if it's like a loan signing, I'm not dragging another notary to be a witness. So it all depends. But overall, I think you should be asking for about $75, $80 for home equity line of credit. Next is a seller signing, which they tend to be about the same in terms of printing. I've had, and sometimes seller signings can be way smaller packages than home equity line of credit. Sometimes I've had some seller packages that were like 15 pages. They normally are not more than 50. But yeah, I'm not going to give you my lowest, but for sellers packages, I wouldn't accept anything less than $80. Again, you're trying to grow your business. Again, there's a lot that goes into this, guys. We're not just going and providing that convenience to the client at their house. We're also going and we're dropping off, doing scan backs, dropping off stuff with UPS, doing this, doing that. So we just need to be compensated, okay? So sellers packages, my suggestion to you is to at least $80 and again, these are signing service prices. Now, let's go to buyers packages, okay? That is when obviously someone's buying a home and you are doing the closing for the buyer. Those packages tend to be anywhere from 125, 130 pages to 180 pages. I'm almost scared to say this number because I know some of y'all are going to say something, but that's a lot, you guys. And at minimum, you're going to have to print out 2 of those, 2 packages. So that it could potentially be 300 or more pages that you're printing. Then you got to scan it back. A lot of signing services don't want you to split up the scan backs. They want you to scan it back in an entire package, which that creates some other issues, but I'm not even going to go into. So it's a lot of work. and they tend to be longer signings. I don't do buyer's packages for less than $115 from signing services. And I don't even really like buyer's packages, but they accept when I come up. Again, that is my suggestion, because you want to make money. If you're doing buyer's packages for $70, and I'm seeing a lot of $70 offers for buyer's packages, how in the world are you going to recoup your expenses and make a profit? Just something to think of. And then last but not least, refinance, which again, refinance packages tend to be somewhere around the buyer's package. A lot of times they're a little more, usually 150 to 180, sometimes 225 pages. Yeah, I'm gonna need that 125. So, and like I said, time is money. It's all about what you have to do to close out the signing and get that package back to the title company. There's a lot that goes into it. There's a lot of printing. And then don't let the client want to read every page. Like imagine doing all of this stuff and then you have to be at a signing for 2 hours for $60. No. Like I'm just not doing it. So, and I don't suggest that you do either. Now, like I said, these are signing service price suggestions. Now, you run your business how you want to. These are my suggestions. When it comes to title companies, I charge more, okay? So I am very interested to see what you guys have to say in the comments. Once again, these are just my recommendations, and I think that these are good recommendations that will help your business to grow and flourish the way that you want it to and the way you need it to, because, inflation is a real thing. And, it's just every year things get more tough and tough. You want to invest and save and all that. How you going to do that when you're, charging $80 for 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours worth of work? Like, seriously, you have to prep document. It's a lot. So when you think about it like that, it's not just the actual signing. There's other things that goes into it. A signing that's a refinance could take hours from start to finish. Make sure that you're being compensated appropriately, okay? All right, you guys, I'm going to be looking to see what these comments say. I want your thoughts. Do you agree with me? How do you set your pricing? What is your strategy? How do you go about this? Do you not agree? I want to hear that too. Let me know. I know you guys will. Just be respectful, because I'm always respectful to you guys. But again, I appreciate and love all of you. I hope you guys have a great week. Again, this is V the Notary. Like, subscribe, and share, you guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.